Hi, my name's Daniel Parker. I'm the Business Development Manager from Nufarm for the Upper and Great Southern Territory, and I'm talking today with David Stead from Anasazi Agronomy, just east of Beverley in WA. David, how long have you been working as an agronomist?
So I've been doing agronomy in WA since we got here from Zimbabwe in 2005, and been dealing with Dean, certainly here, pretty much for that length of time.
And what's been your experience with Galaxy?
So yeah, we first came across it as a numbered species about 2 years ago, and yeah, this year we've been able to get some that we can put out into paddock.
Dave, could you give us a brief rundown on what was done in this field with Galaxy and what type of weeds and the types of populations you're dealing with here?
Sure. So because we're trying to assess the efficacy of the standalone product versus what's been the industry standard, so the protocol here was to check it for its equivalency, and so that was what it was essentially set up. Why this particular paddock? We've got a fairly non-wetting sandy gravel, which provides a lot of challenges for a protracted germination of the suite of weeds that we're targeting, and it's largely radish. We've had problems with controlling the radish and keeping on top of the numbers here because of that. And what's happened is the older chemistries, your phenoxy base or the diflufenicin base products, are just not getting us over the line. And so we need the biggest gun that we've got, and that's where we fall back on the now industry standard of velocity.
Yep.
So we were standing Galaxy up directly against velocity, and when you look around here, you can see it's certainly done the job that's equivalent to what you would expect from the industry standard.
So it's a tough population. You've got variable emergence and variable weed size. So you're having to throw everything at it to get a good control.
Yeah, very much so.
Yep.
And it's, we in these sort of environments we'll often target a 2-spray strategy. So whether it means we go in with the big gun early, or go with something like a DFF bromoxynol kind of brew early is debatable. Why we choose more often than not to go with our velocity is at that point there's a lot less crop effect. It's generally those later cohort of weeds that we really struggle to control in terms of getting rid of seed set for next year. So the preference is to go in early with a jag kind of spray, and then come back with velocity should the season turn around and offer us those problems later on.
Okay. And how do you think it performed against other effective control for this sort of radish control?
Yeah, so again, the expectation was that it should be at least as good, and it certainly appears to be at least that.
And in the future, what products are you thinking about mixing it with?
Well, there's a bit, I would reckon. It's whilst we've had the HPPD molecules in paddock for a number of years now, we've largely relied on a bromoxynol partner, or into phenoxies, MCPA. And
do you see it forming a part of your recommendations moving forward into next season?
Yeah, very much so. If there's the opportunity to have the standalone molecule where we can then manipulate the rate accordingly, I think it's definitely got a good fit, yes.